Well, mental illness a lot of times is characterized by the pervasiveness, meaning how long it lasts. It will be with you for a long time, as well as it interferes with your daily life. A lot of times people may be sad for a couple of days and say, oh, I'm depressed. Well, a clinical depression, you may not be able to diagnose that unless you have that feeling of pervasive sadness for sometimes 4 to 6 weeks. So if you think you have a mental illness, it needs to be there for a long time. It's not something that's been there a week, 2 weeks, a couple of days. And you can say, I'm depressed, or, I have OCD. A lot of people say I have OCD because they like to keep things really clean. You might just be a really clean person. You wouldn't define OCD based on just a simple characteristic like that. It'd have to interfere with your daily life, meaning like, I can't get out the house unless I wash my hands 20 times. And then that could interfere with you being late to work, to meetings, to going out with friends. So that's how you would know. I think the perception is one of misunderstanding. A lot of times people think it's something you can control. And a lot of times mental illness is out of your control based on chemical imbalances, genetic factors, environmental factors, and it can start from a young age. Mental illness can be diagnosed in kids as young as 8, 9 years old. And it can start when it can start in infancy. If a child is mistreated or abused, that can lead to schizophrenia later in life, often called multiple personality disorder by the public. A lot of things can happen to children that they have no control over that will affect them later in life. So people need to understand that. The one thing I think people should understand is that it's not something people can control readily. It's not a mind over matter thing. It's something that actually affects them on the inside that a lot of times you cannot control. To break that viewpoint, you would just first have to understand that mental illness isn't something people want and a lot of times can control. It's usually, there's genetic factors, there's behavioral, environmental factors, there's chemical imbalances that people have no control over. So it's like you don't have control over your own body in some instances.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.